My name is Isabel. I am in first grade and I love to read.
So when we started looking at different curriculums, American Reading Company just came to the top for us because basically of different things that we were looking for with our reading. Our teachers work hard every day to move kids forward with their reading, and American Reading Company gives teachers specific goals and skills and behaviors to work with those kids at whatever level they are on to move them forward. Teachers are working on those specific skills with the student, but then the student also has time on their own to go back and to practice those skills on their own. And so those books that they're reading here at school and the books that they're taking home have those specific skills that they're working on, so when the teacher pulls them back to their table, she can see that that practice has moved them to a next level and to a next goal that they can start working on.
There's yellow, green, blue, and red. Everyone gets excited in our class whenever we get to move up a level.
They love to read. Now we've built a reading street here at school to where they go in anytime during the day or even after they've eaten lunch and get to read in a neat little area, and they love that. We see more and more kids reading before school when they're in the hallways waiting for their teacher to call them in to their classroom, which kind of gives me the chills. It's a culture change, not only for kids and for teachers, but for parents as well. The traditional homework of having just worksheets at home has probably changed a little, and so now their homework for reading is we want them to read books, and if that means having the kids read, that's fine. If it's just the parent reading to them and sharing that time with them reading, I think that just builds lifelong learners. I've received pictures from parents of their child reading while they were getting their hair cut or anywhere during breakfast while you're eating cereal in the morning, or just make it a ritual right before you go to bed to get that in. Sometimes you're not going to be able to get your steps in every night, and so we are offering times during the day where the kids can make up those steps if they need to. Never as a punishment. We don't want to make reading a punishment, but it's just giving them the opportunity to make that up because it's important. So there's two places that the kids get books from here at school. They're library books, which we try to guide them to pick books that are on their level, but sometimes kids are interested in things that might be a little bit beyond their level or maybe a little bit below, and we want things to be interesting for them.
I like to read Piggy and Elfin books because some of them are funny.
I like to read about nonfiction. I like to read it because I get to learn a lot of things from it.
So their library books may not be exactly where they are on their reading, and that's okay. With help from maybe an older sibling or a parent, they might be able to get through those. But the books that they're bringing home from their classroom, which are American Reading books that'll have the American Reading Company stamp on them, most of those books are going to have skills in them that are specific for those students. And they should have those in their blue book bag every single day. And we have hundreds of those books, and so if they are interested in bugs or skateboarding or other sports or whatever they're interested in, we should have tons of books that will help them with the interests that they have, so they'll love to read. So our second and third graders, for the most part, are the ones that participate in our what we call common assessments, which maybe you might remember is like a unit assessment that we give them about every 6 weeks, every 6 to 9 weeks. And so when we compare the scores of this year's second and third graders to the scores of previous years on those exact same assessments, we're seeing huge amounts of increase in those scores. And And the only thing that we can really attribute that to is that the kids are loving to read and that they are becoming more avid readers, and their levels of reading is higher, and so it's easier for them to read those passages that are within those tests. So
my favorite book I really want to read is like the kind of books that are like long, like chapter books. There's lots of fun events, funny events, very important events. I like all those events in those stories.
My name is Sophia, and my teacher is Mr. Miss, and I am in first grade. I like to read. It makes me feel happy.